Hello guys, LukeJ speaking. Welcome to Comic Book Reviews, episode number 49. Terry June, The Flash, number 250 from June 1977. So let's read it out, shall we? So we got for us. Here we go. No you don't, Captain Cole. I won't let you deep freeze the Flash. Wow. I'm saying him for the before terrible fate. And this is number 250 from June 1977. Here we go. Meet Flash's new foe, the Golden Glare. Wow. This is a difficult time for the Glare to sit out in that comics. So there you go on that. Here we go. It's a hard read, but here we go. This is the advertisement for Wonder Woman, seen here. And the cupcake, the mayonnaise cupcake. Wonder Woman, you must help me. You're the only one who can. How, Mrs. Asher? Help me find the mayonnaise cupcake. That mistress probably pronounce it, sorry. Anyway. Legendary aisle. I must have it. Because I must have it. Okay. Either Paula Laurie showing the swally hunch woman is as if from nowhere. Psst. Hey, strong lady. I can't tell you where the Asher Master Cupcake is. It's rumored to be in the hands of a shady man in the district towel. Wow. Follow me, I'll take you there. Wow, okay. Wow, it's a very difference. Anyway. Great Aubrey. Oh, I pronounced this word, sorry. Anyway. Aubrey is my dad. You're looking through the Master Cupcake. Malice Cupcake. Wow, okay. Charlie lady of the grays and the strafe, you just yet been tricked. Now you've been met my boss. The Crippus Cindy Blue Street, better known as the Bat Lady. You will love her wicked story laugh. Wow, scary dog. You were looking for a shady man. Instead you will find a big lady before the big shop. Ha 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 ha. Wow. And now, you promised me to give up the search for the mystery cupcake or else. Are you kidding me right now? Anyways, what's it on the shelf on the pie? It looks like you have cupcake, have monster could, but be the cursed aisle. Wow. Why such a fuss? What's so important about a stone cupcake? Wow. The Master's Cupcake aisle is rumored to be an ancient forerunner of the Master's Cupcake. Great historic value for Master, but I'm interested in what it's worth. Oops, another fallen aisle. Wow. Wow. Great, here's a crumby aisle. Wow, okay. That's not a Master's Cupcake. So what? My search has unfortunately led me to an omelette, delicious, hottest cupcake, strong, mouth-watering. I love the devil's food cake and so moist. That's part of the cream, filling the chocolate icing, warping the intention to be a serious collectors with good taste. Okay. Anyways, and how it's a serious work to be find a jail big enough for hold the first lady and her evil friends. Anyways, this is a sponsorship where you get a big delight. And every buys the hottest cupcakes. Seen here. I'll read it in the first different page. But anyway, in the Flash, here we go. A ball lightning stabbing into a Liberty Laboratories. Anyways, I have a bit ball in my nose a little bit. But anyway, move on. Next. Striking a cabinet filled with criminals. Those in police decide to bury area with a combination of these substance like that. A freak accident which indulged him with incredible speed and enabling him to run across the surface. Wow, okay. Of water. Scary, I know. Anyway. Vibrate through the solid walls and operates a beam of of flight. Those who know Barry as an easygoing from that slowpoke, little guess that is in the face behind the charismatic mass of the fastest man alive. Wow. Okay, move on. Here's lies the top, but not quite forgotten as one of the Flash's most deadly flaws until he spotted himself into the eerie grave. Okay. Here stands the villainous Captain, cold and unerringly dully large, who is still very much alive and very much devoted to the destruction of his arch enemy, the Flash. Wow, okay. Scary enough. But anyways, and who do you imagine those to excuse me, my mother says she's bothering me. But anyway, the costumes criminals have in common. What do you believe in it going clear? Read it yourselves. One freeze-dried Flash coming right up. Story by Carrie Bates. Art by Arv Norvia and correspondence Korea. Colored by Jerry Sharp. Okay? And seen here is a sponsorship of that, and seen here is a the Flash title of this thing. But anyway, here we go. Let's read this comic. Seen here. But anyway, there's a lot of it going on here. But anyway, here's what we have: the highly unusual view of the typical streets like that. Anyway, in downtown Central City, as it appears to be one of the particular passerby. Okay, disturbed by this blurred aspect. Sorry, wow. Okay, but this particular passerby is passing by a super speed far too fast for the naked eye to focus. Wow, scary enough, man. But readers were sharp inside with no, they're looking through the eyes of the fastest man on Earth. What could that be? But anyway, only now they've spotted something else. Halt, Flash. A phone message popping out of nowhere. Crack, halt, Flash. Cracking through the flowing letters. Okay. Eyes. I don't know what to say here. But the question said those eyewitnesses were right. Right, Speakery, Flash. Those people were phoning the police were oxing or organization. Wow, okay. Difficult enough. But Cam Corp is definitely back in town. Wow. Okay. Difficult enough. But which brings up the big question starts like that. Or Len Smart to give Captain's Cole his real name. Joey. Call it Joey boyfriends, but not that difference with the comic book. But anyways, which direction do you want your jail cell to face this time? Funny, Flash. As usual, you're trying to jump the gun. Kidding me? Really? As only you overall can one item. The payment's ice free. So when I sign on. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. I had mustache trying to get bothering me. But anyway, move on. It's obvious, Flash. Your boots. Really? Is that same ice you crashed into before? Very nifty. Anyway, a new organic component of mine that reform on your trends. Friends. Wow. Trends. Typical enough. But a split second later, the speed star comes down at a speed of 1,000 times a second. Wow. Okay? Don't waste your energy on that flashy stuff, because this new fresh and proof compound won't melt on your scarf off. Wow. Won't on scar. Wow. Okay? But don't worry, Flash. Your days of slipping and sliding and anything else are over. Okay? Those are maybe difficulties and all, but there you go. It makes total sense in any way, so there you go on that. It's just maybe flawless. Anyways, next page. Anyways, this is the next page, and seeing here is this. And I blanks with that, layers with that. In the wake of the burst of raw destruction, 98% of the Flash is gone. But Captain Cold's glowing is about to be cut short. When, great northern lights, someone's ripping off my cold gun. Okay? Souls who just made this worst mistake in my his life. And this last some of that whatever anyway. And what about those empty boots? Are they remains of the Sora's Speedstar? This is a melting thing. Why? Okay. Well, not quite. And he's down. Wow. So I managed to revive out of my boots in the nick of time. Wow. Okay. Difficult to know, but now I have not so sure that N-I-C-K, not the N word. Anyway, but now I'm not so sure that cold blast burn like a dry ice. And there's an advertisement see here. At last you can fly, Superman. Fly your favorite sky hero to the rescue. There's Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, Captain America, each with its own launcher. You zoom like them as high as 35 feet. Wow, okay. In the air, the caves open and they fly like nothing. You've even seen them before, swooping, drawing, looping, diving, and they mark toys, so you can know where they fought. Wow. That also makes sense in advertisement, but this is a difficulties for the Flash. You know, just way more difference in any way. Anyways, next page. Anyways, another advertisement. Baseball games. Play 1977 Big League. Pigeon, hitting, field, Ryan, Magic. Rogers Davis for you. But anyway, start all-man baseball game. Set for free, simple offer now. And it's from season pass for that thing. Mail coupon now for free, simple offer. And that makes more sense anyway. Anyway, move on. It grabs the entire wide size of my body. I still not know exactly what it did to me. Neither do I, Flash. Neither do I. But I'm just glad it wasn't the right hit. And what happened to his shoes? Okay. Another thing I can't figure when I was off my feet. How can Captain Cold didn't Flash finish me off? You told me, but we know the answer to that once when that. We're about to learn more details. What to stop me from blasting you right on the spot. It was a gun. Wow. You were there. For one thing, Mother would never forgive you for snubbing her only daughter. Move on. You got me there, sister. But why did you shot my new weapon? A couple of more seconds and what could be happening? You misspelled finish wrong. That's a first ball. Sorry. Finish for the Flash. Okay. I don't know. Move on. Innings? I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is a difficulty. That was a big typo. Anyways, move on. That is exactly what I don't want, Big Brother. It's too quick, too merciful. Wow. Later on, you can kill him. Wow. But first, I want to put him through live in hell. Wow. First time in the comic book reviews that I ever want her to say hell. Wow. Anyways, and you know what? Sobs and she's crying now. Yeah. To make Flash summers as I have. Wow. Lisa, poor Lisa, listen to me. Roscoe is dead. We both miss him. Seriously, dude? He's in his own feet. His shoes are missing. You haven't done anything wrong with this. He's not dying. He's still alive and he's like, and just like do that. Crap to us. You guys are evil right now. But anyway. But this crazy shame of yours won't bring him back. Oh, shut up. Come on now. You gotta bring him back. Like, the Flash is not evil. He's a hero, for crying out loud. Come on now. The next page says me to make me feel worse. Anyways, it'll make me feel better, Len. So stay out of my way, or I'll leave you cooler than you ever been before. Oh, okay. Hoyt says, I want to use. She's a smart and sober and shooting the rest of us. You better know it's smart and he's making you. She's dying and never come back. Fake it. It's like Mr. Hooper thing, where people die, they don't come back. Duh. But anyways, but I don't want to talk about it right now. But it's times like this. I wish I would be only child. Oh well. At least I don't have to pretend I miss Roscoe. Roscoe is dead now. Duh. But what Lisa ever saw in that throwing turkey, I'll never know. Destroying Turkey's real name is or was Roscoe Dillon. Huh? Really? And it's a bit doesn't ring a bell. Perhaps a curious shape, or is a tombstone will, or I vow to avenge you. No, you will not. Anyways, an eye from an eye, tooth for a tooth, a lover for a lover. You will never dare. You will never dare do that. But anyway, okay, a girl in the grave is Lisa Snart. Okay? Younger sister, the novelist Captain Cole. Small wonder than that a nice play in the Vega role is her life as well. It's a champion stagehanger that performed at ice shows and all over the planet. Wow, okay. Why not? How does she roll so fast? She spins like a top. It's like an ice skating show, for example. In 2004, folks, I went to the Disney on Ice, as I mentioned on LGBT's episode 1000. Sarah and some of this, I don't remember the episode titles numbers were, but I react to Mario Outside the Games video, and it made me feel uncomfortable looking at Disney on Ice. I wanted to be on the ice stage, but I couldn't, unfortunately. But anyway. Like a top, small wonder, Shinser, Coach was the top. Wow. With this baby, you gotta think of yourself as gyroscope. Perfect balance is the key. I understand, Roscoe. You gotta understand too that it made more sense anyway, but that's right, Roscoe Dillon. Rashia's top was more than just a teacher to Lisa. Huh? Really? That's end of the lesson for today. Time for recess. Ah! Wow. He's not. I thought he was gonna come back, but he's not. At the time, he thought he was. I thought he was dead. And this time, bad. Like in Dawn Thunder episode, Thunderstorm Part 2. But anyway, move on. As Mescott said that. But anyway, in the to low form. But anyway. The romance lasted for months, but undercover. No one imagined that while the top was battling his nemesis, the Flash in Central City. Wow. he was a sweetheart who was internationally famous thanks to the ordinary spinning skills he had fire. Wow. Tire, okay. A brilliant career cut slowly short. Wow. By the death of their man in her life, eventually ended the top of brought up upon himself in the attempt to destroy the fastest man alive. It was shocking, I know. No more skating for me, not until the rascal's death is avenged. And that means get the Flash where it hurts the most. As told the Flash, number 243, Julie. As I will talk about this in my upcoming comic book review about that. But anyway, later that day, the police lab at Control City headquarters, captured the Flash, the uniform, Barry alien. Wow. Ted. Really? Anyways, the chief will appreciate your working on something other than that Vessel's report with the Hale cast. Wow. That's why I'm giving up my one job for this. Wow, okay. Flash bought this uniform in the morning and they asked me to examine it. Wow. Shortly under the powerful measurement of the police lab's super microscope, what do you make of that, Ted? Looks like an early stage of the crystallization's progress in the fabric, probably due to the osmotic cold. Companies will use the same principle for instant copy. They call it freeze drying. Okay, this makes perfect sense, you know. And Russell's death was one of them, and I think he'll go up in heaven for at that point forward. I think it would be best for this villain in this comic book to make more sense, but she needs to stop threatening Roscoe for all of this to happen. So he'll stop, yeah. But all this crap is going to take care of this Roscoe become a villain. But anyway, from that person in the Flash comic book. But anyway, next page. Anyways, right on the buttons when that Ted. Apparently that's what Captain Cole knew weapon does to anything it hits. Who? You mean Central City almost ended up with a freeze dry Flash? Wow. Hold on. It was 22 minutes. I'm taping this right now. But wow, okay, move on. But while police scientist Barry Alien conducts his examination on the inside, something even more curious has turned out to be outside. Wow, okay. Difficult enough. And you say, no one knows how to get here? You told me. Cabby said he saw it slide on the sheet of ice while then disappeared. Over here, guys. Wow. A message for the Flash. Looks suspicious to me, for Flash eyes only. Wow, okay. That's why it's all said in the comic drawing. But could be a bomb. We better evaluate the area. Wow. And while everyone is out in the perfect house and scrambled in action, what's being done to alert the Flash? We send out the call on the public police radio. Wow. It was enough. But hope he's listening. He was listening in the lab door. Barry's aliens announcement that actually the scary Speed Star. Wow. Speedster. I'm supposed to Speed Star wrong, but Speedster. Anyway. Good fans slash of fresh compressed uniform my costume ring. Wow, difficult enough. I have the hunch that I need it. Flash uniform is considered treated to instantly expand the country within air. Julie. Wow, okay. Sorry, a moment later. We got a lucky thief here on the comms. We don't need a bomb squad, Sergeant. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. But Flash will come up with a super speed solution to this. Continue on the third page following. But anyway, Now, what sink your teeth into the when you're hungry and you're not a wet werewolf? Slim Jim. Now, and a little less than a meal is a little more than a snack. There's a lot of snacks going on here with the seen here in the advertisement. The American Circle Corporation, probably 25 cents, and Baltimore, New York, which I'm not gonna say that's no, but see here is the rest of the comics action over the next page, and the rest of it's all bombs, and the rest of it has to do advertisement with Slim Jim. Next page, and that has to do with another advertisement. Okay, right now, my advertisements direct for information about this page. Write S. Schwartz and Company. I'm a huge Charles Schwartz fan. Yeah, screw that. Yeah. Cry, Special Advisors Kit, Be Taller, Forensic Comics, and everything else. There's a lot of David Crockett. We watched David Descendants. David Crockett, Davey, say dance for you. But joking. High school and comic books and so on. Right out, everything else. Pokerhead and so on. But now, moving on. My first job just moved to this crate in the Oswald area. Okay. In case there's a pleasant surprise inside. Oh, the weight is cracking up upon them. And there's a manager at an iceberg inside. Crack. Anyway, I don't need a car to tell me who is Senator Captain Cole. Oh yeah, crack. Anyway, I misspoke. Anyway, the iceberg's increasing in size and seems to break with the boot. I have a sinking feeling Cole had giving some of that the burp to make my super speed firing out of town it. Wow. Still growing. Oh my god. Still growing the iceberg. Just like in this huge rise and fall iceberg difference than you saw on YouTube years ago. Well, especially months ago. Better do something fast or this whole block will be in the worse shape than Titanic. You're talking about the 1812 Titanic in style, man. But fast, scarily. Being to describe the mark of motion's onslaught against the magnetic ice mag. Wow. Okay, it was difficult, I know, but it's going to take the inside job to stop this brat. So first, I had to make like a super speed drill. Yeah. Tell that for the thing here. You know, it makes sense anyway, difficult and all, but it's huge, and this iceberg is going to make more sense. And when he says Titanic, he means by, like I said, 1812, singing the Titanic, you know? Move on to the next page. Anyways, and there's an advertisement again. Here we go. For several seconds, the enemy's eyes bears some of that seems unaffected, except for the telltale survey of the water and steam around the edges. Okay, difficult to know, scary enough, but caused by a flash at work deep inside. Enduring enough fresh as hot heat in here to melt down a battleship. In my special area didn't protect me. I'll be spoiled alive. Just a few thousands more super speed turns. Okay. And the berg, I misspoke anyway in the berg part, in the top part, on the page. And the berg will dissolve in the total washout. Wash lucky things that the ice wasn't freshened. Proof like the stuff what Captain Cole got in my boots. Yeah, okay. As I expected, flash emulated my giant ice tumor with my usual vanities. Wow. Yeah, you told me. But forcing him to pause and catch his breath, and also eternity. Wow, okay. There was a no. thereby giving me a perfect cell target. The Flash, okay? As you maybe may have explained reader in this present Captain Cold lining up in their naval site. One freeze-dried Flash coming right up, but not as a top-like object being lowered toward the frigid fellow. You're telling me. But anyways, cough, knockout gas, how, who, And there's another advertisement coming up. But anyway, Fun Factory, I'm not gonna say that, just made no, but there's a lot of advertisements coming up. And then make money fast. No risk, no advertisement, no investment, okay? Okay. And there's a lot of it going on. And free sales kit. Anyways, that makes more sense and difficulties. But anyway, it just want to show you how to make more money out of that. So you on that and how much it makes sense. But the iceberg and make more scary out of that, it's just way too worse. Next page. Anyways, and another advertisement seen here. Right now, B-Tower, X-ray specs, muscle spats, tom bugs, and so on. And another one has new items, especially Batman Bicorn. Wire! Wow. I misspoke anyway. And another advertisement. Again. This time is this. Why is a Rageman and a Rageman against crime? Find out Rageman's number 5 on sale March 26th, which I'll talk about in the comic review another time. How do Batman, Aquaman, and the Legend superheroes save Earth from cosmic catastrophe? DC Special, Earth-inspiring disasters. 3 all-new tales in DC Special number 28, which I'll talk about another time. It was on sale March 10th. That's 1977 we're talking about. Bam, 1978. Anyways, what are the challenges Blackhawks, Plastic Man, Chicago Bill, and Robert Man doing what they're the Justice League America? Follow the GLA number 144 on sale April 7th. This is another comic book review I'm talking about another time. This is a advertisements we're going to talk about in these comic reviews. These advertisements see here are Batman calls and everything like that. But this is seen here in the other advertisements. Okay, move on to the next page. Anyways, what is the Challenging Man? A new kind of superhero with Steve Ditko and DC Comics. Coming your way March 8th. Another comic review I'm going to talk about another time. Anyways, Lisa, cough, you're going too far this time. No, bro, you have. Warned you to lay off the Flash. Thank you. Anyways, and scarier than an instant later, I fought you for the sure there will be a follow-up attempt on my life. But no, there's Captain Cold, and he doesn't seem to be in any condition to zap me. Kidding me? Anyways, cough, no, someone that passing out, Gabs, sister or not Lisa, get you to this, you pay. Thank you. Anyways, this had to be, gotta be some kind of trap. Lil is like cold, don't let it roll over, and wait to be captured. Scary, I know, and it has to be, and thank you for this, Flash. But anyways, the upper hand, maybe he isn't, he's Len Snart. Alright. Anyways, the real Captain Cold, and he's out of cold. And he's sick. I hope he gets well. But both films I saw mustn't have been knockout gas. Whom do I thank? And another thing, where is this new weapon of his? He must have returned to his freeze dryer on me. Looks like someone KO'd him and stole it. Wow. Difficulty, I know, but it has to be scary. And see here in the advertisement while I talk about the comic review, it's just, let me see it here again. It's a new superhero, okay? And then we're having, it's just ways too much with Flash and the iceberg from Captain Cold. But anyway. Next page. Anyways, there's a lot of it to go to the next page. Anyways, had the Scarlet Speedster has checked out on nearby alley, something like that. He wanted to see a sharply female figure fleeing with a weapon in its question. On the most remarkable pair on ice skates anyone with them ever seen skates that manufacture their own ice? Don't know. Sorry. Some hours later, Barry Flash Alien returns home. I went, woo, what a day. But at least I will be able to tell Alice that one of my big headaches is now safely behind bars. You're telling me. Better not mention the missing gun, though. Well, it would appreciate being welcome home by a beautiful woman. Barry, darling, so glad you're back. Oh no, my other recurrent headache. Oh God. Yes, but Barry doesn't appreciate it, but this redhead is not his wife. Thank you. Anyways, Daphne. Anyways, easy, Daph. Easy. What's going on you? Imagine what ours would think if he saw, Barry for the second. There's a hat. Okay. And there has to be something unusual difficulties in my end. I haven't read that because I forgot to read that. Yeah. Please finish your office. Watch that buttons for you. 411 Press nationally advertised 1977 when I'm off. Low jackal boxes. 66 daily lures. And it's $12.95, okay? It's all this happening from that. Now, for real this time. This is all scary moments to see here, baby. Not that jazz, but it's just scary in this Camp Cold Spain, baby. More on the next page, anyways. Another advertisement. This time is this: Star Blazing Ninja Patrol stalk the Earth again. Oh my God. Gary Garvin, Don Newman, Dan Atkins presents Return of the New Gods. Until April 21st, we'll talk about that. Another comic reviews another time. Anyway, I have a sudden flash of blood says, kids behind a tree, and our sky is carried away. But that's great. This is what you've been waiting for. Well, let's take a closer look at the Together girl and her relationship with Darren Barry. Her name is Daphne Dean. For millions of movie fans, she is known as a Starlight Girl. Wow. But the Barry Allen, she is her childhood sweetheart. Wow. She is his childhood sweetheart. Oh my God. A fun fact, but the psychologist of Allen's door steps on that years later, and her story to up to date. Told him as the doctor. I'm afraid so, Mr. Allen. That way I could like Daphne to spend some time here. Hoping that you are the key that will open the key to get her memory. Wow. Okay? So now you want to so you know the particular situation that has been brought upon Barry. One that calls for cerebral process and understanding from his wife. But if you do Iris like Barry knew Iris, wow, this is gonna get close there. You know his wife was well above such pretty emotions of jealousy. Good enough. It's scary enough for me. You understand Daph. I think that momentary flash was the first sign of that you're regaining your memory. Exactly. Thank you. Anyways, what makes you so sure her memory was having lost? It's like dementia patients from Malcolm. Young, man. In style, man. Bravo, Daphne. A truly moving performance. Too bad it wasn't filmed from the studio Mongols. Anyways, Alice, what are you talking about? Anyways, I don't know what you're talking about either. It has to make more difference than that. I'm sorry, you have to be more specific on that. And this advertisement scene here was a difficulty. So there you go on that. It has to be more different than that. Anyway, and we'll talk about book comic reviews another time. But anyways, next page. Anyways, this is another thing I want to talk about. Okay, about what I learned from snooping on Daphne. Yeah, it's typical. Anyway, how most of the actress going after a major role as a mission victim. The father's a very shame for conviction, but producers she'd been perfect the part. But doing a run through their childhood sweetheart. You telling me. In the last panel of this previous issue, Julie, which I'll talk about that in another comic review another time. Anyways. Only catch the flow wasn't on a sheen. Wow. That's the actress's angle. If she could make her own boyhood friend believe she lost her memory, she'd have been great, right? And that's not her, forget her psychologist, sorry. But better known as Max Jason, the demon Hollywood agent. I found his picture in the Hollywood trade paper. Dad carried a miniature recorder to tape all their dramatic scenes, something like that, with you, Barry. I say she won the part with you. And it's Max Jason, Agent of the Stars, Quiet, Doc, Dean, and Jack Perrin. Let's see here in the video, the comic book. But anyway, Daphne, what Iris is saying is all true. Thank you. Oh, sniff, anyway. I didn't mean to come out this way, Barry. Here's the recorder. Thank you. I want to burn the tapes. Because I was just a huge tapes person myself. But anyway, but while the air is thick and tension inside the Allen household, there wasn't a minute danger looking the outside. Thank the genius of my darling Roscoe. Wow. It was scary, but at the same time, like a horror movie. But anyways, then Flash on top of this trace the abominations given out from the speedster's protective aura. And the readiness I'll show he is in the house. Wow. Maybe that'll give the information I need to fulfill my revenge. Anyways, after the rain, my brothers hung out for the special eyes air stage, skates like that. Study all the top gimmicks that Roscoe requested to me. I believe that going good. Oh my God, did she summon or something? Anyway, would prove the from bed to the fall with the Flash. Okay. I start packing, Barry, and leave right away. Really? I know Daphne didn't mean any harm, but she sure upset Iris. It was upsetting, I know. Good gosh, Iris had left as well. She scanned seconds later, something like that, a block away. Don't go away, Matt. Something like that. Let's face it, Barry. Alan has a full default for Daphne's mission routine. I don't blame you for not speaking to him. And it's Flash, really? Would you accept an apology from the Flash? Don't be stupid, it's broad daylight. But if someone sees you for talking to me, but who, so what? As long as no one's close enough to hear what she will say. All I care about right now is you and us. Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks to my old talent, Flip Read, I discovered what I wanted to know. Flash is as a sweetheart, that woman, who is, whoever she is. And this is scary. Again, I did not know what happened. This is a stupid plot I've ever seen. If she says I'm sorry, and also we have a villain named the Gorbaneros going, Fo, really? You have to be more specific on that. Like I said, I'm sorry. This is too much. You are scary. Next page. Anyway, wherever the Flash lives, at the house, and the other activity was visiting his girl. Makes no difference to me. Wow. Oh, this is scary. What matters is she is the one I'm after. No to what Roscoe's special tops interaction. Wow. Oh my god. Huh? Falling girl and tops. Surrounding us where they come from. No, I thought it was a villain, but they ain't Flash. But it was definitely all wrong. But okay, I'm so wrong. But if I haven't seen Roscoe Dylan dead and buried, I say the top was still alive and doing this pain. So, what happened? What happened anyway? Luckily, I was fast enough to get us out of there in a second. In retro, before those beams struck. 1 billionth of a second, Julie, something like that. Stay put. I'm going to demolish those things before they hurt somebody. Wow. Careful, Flash. They're living up there for another attack. You're telling me. Because which I'll cover that with a super speed spin of my own. Okay, good enough. But no sooner than not one trap threats like that have been eliminated than being trapped in the cocoon top of swirling energy. And this is going to be concluded as advertisement. I never stopped eating. Yeah, I lost 18 pounds in 15 days. Fat burning system for a body. And this is, I lost weight. I wish I lost 15 pounds. I lost like 13 since I was away. But, shoot! Anyways, but then I have seen someone dating and someone had to shoot a girl and then the man here on the comic book, really? You have got to be kidding me. But anyway, that was make more sense than anyway. And another thing, that is, it's a pretty waste of course. Anyway, I thought it was Superman for some reason. Anyways, moving on. Next page. Anyways, I'm almost done here. But anyway, new for Corgi, Batman miniatures, super patches, other things like free ring fun, and only each for 99 cents, and always and blah blah. This is all Batman related, Superman, Batman, and Superman, Robin, Batman, Robin stuff. But anyway, okay. And then suddenly, the fastest man alive moves to the 30th variations. He's never been demolished before. No, gotta break free. Wow. Faster, he pushes generation energy at incredible levels. But still, the energy tops, endures, and holds. Can't stand by and helplessly watch this terrible thing happen. It must break through or die trying. Wow. And if you're wondering what turned the scariest speedster so desperate, look and suffer his torment. If no one used Flash, or you still can't stop the justice of the golden glare, and that makes difference anyway. Do you even know the sources for your killing the top of that I'm going to freeze dry your girlfriend? Shut up. Anyways, an eye from the eye, a tooth for the tooth, lover the lover, has always become the world's first freeze dry reality after the way roll off and the top of that come your reality. Really no, unless you shut out next issue's Bandages of Ice. So it's second week of April. Now, that's a to be continued right there. I don't know, but that is 250 annual the story, but that is difficult enough. And we're almost done here. We're just, if it's the last page, I don't know, last 2 pages here. 5 grams, there, blah, blah. Yeah, that's it for the comic book. But yeah, difficult to know. And then, last page of the book, that's it for the comic book, but yeah. 100 PC toy soldier, 1975, blah, blah. And packing the Foot Locker toy storage box, anyway. And speed built, rubber powered wires. Built the soar, and everything else. And that is a way to do this anyway, and that is the perfect sense anyway. The last part of the book says this. Spelling presents Street Ball with Rick Barry and Dr. J. Hey look, it's Rick Barry and Dr. J. Last year you were playing with the ball and ball and like I grew up with. Well, you know, those bio balls are just too slick. What difference can that ball make? Man, for real, ball handling, you need that slam dunk, swami touch. What moves? He plays up in the lights. Wow, okay. Now it's my turn, Julius. Fully pusher, fully first, swoosh, what a magic touch. It's like that. You don't need magic, just practice with the slime autograph ball. It's just like rubber cover. You can really get in the grip in it. I believe it. I believe it. If you want this ball with a sure hand, feel like you look for your our signatures at your sporting goods dealer. Other autograph balls are signed by Chamberlain. If you watch this video, it's for you. Anyways, Puzzle P and Early D. Now, does make more sense anyway. Spally, basketball, something like that. Anyway, so it's the Flash number 250. That was very amazing. I'm gonna say there's a lot of cons in this comic book, but I have a couple of flaws. And that is, the mistype finish is number 1. And number 2, it's basically, Roscoe is dead. Get over it. Get a grip. But anyways, I'm giving this comic book a 9 out of 10. This comic book was a success, but mainly, I highly recommend you check out this comic book for yourself if you are a Flash fan. But then I realized, there's a to be continued on here. That's another issue I have with it. But I'm going to read the first one, number 1 to 249. But that's just me. And then we're going to read another one's comic books. But anyway, and that was the comic book reviews, episode 49. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, there we go. Stay tuned. Next one will be another comic book review, episode 50. And then we're going to eat some number cake, which is delicious. Which will be about Superman starring Action Comics number 509. And I think that'll be a 50th annual comic review show. Till next time, so Jarvis, my baby, Kaboom, and Suicide out. See ya.